What's up, everybody? Welcome to Brad and James, the live, fun, interactive conversation about
almost
anything. Hey, man, how's it going?
It's going good.
That's good.
It is a good Monday. And been a busy weekend, but been good though, man.
If you can say your Monday's been good, you're off to a good start.
I'm not one of them bad Monday people though. I'm not really kind of like, I've never like hated Mondays. Like that's not been a thing of mine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one, like some people are like, it's Monday. It's horrible. It's Monday. Like
shoot, I've had some Wednesdays that are like just as
I had some Tuesday through Fridays has been worse than Monday. But no, I'm actually a positive Monday person. It doesn't bother me. I take Fridays. Fridays are my normal off day.
Yeah.
So Monday comes around and I'm usually good.
That's good. I mean, you can get your week started off right by watching us. So there you go. Make a good Monday out of it.
I think it's been good.
Speaking of this weekend, is 4th of July is this weekend.
4th of July is Friday.
Is it Friday?
Saturday. Sorry. Saturday. Maybe my Monday is not as good as I thought it was. So it is right. Saturday. I know people got plans. I am seeing though where they're closing a lot of beaches.
I mean, I don't know why.
I
was going to ask if you wanted to go to the beach.
Oh, no. I'd rather not going to be on that. But yeah, they are closing a lot of them. People are thrilled.
Are you talking about like in our state?
Florida. I haven't heard anything about our state, but I know Florida, they are big time closing a lot of them just for the spike in the.
I think
people don't want to hear it, but the COVID.
I mean, people are sick and tired of hearing about COVID, but guess what?
Right. We're not so sick and tired that we want to get rid of it.
That's what I'm going to say. It's like, I don't want to do the right thing. Yeah. So guess what? You're just going to keep hearing about it for that matter.
Man.
But, I mean, I think you got to do something.
Yeah.
When they opened them back up, because I know I love going to the beach. I love it. Like I could live at the beach. But I was just thinking, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Are you like really a beach person? I know you. Okay, I want to get it wrong. Is it kayak or is it?
Okay.
Yeah. You don't really do that in the ocean, do you?
Yeah, you can.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
I saw I saw there were some cool videos this week where like these people were kayaking and there's like a nice big old great white like circling underneath them.
Luckily,
done.
You don't have to worry too much about, especially a great white. In Florida or whatever. I mean, there are sharks. I haven't seen dolphins. I've seen dolphins. I've seen manta rays.
Yeah.
I had a manta ray come underneath me one time that was like, from the width of this room. I mean, he was huge.
Huh.
And I've seen a lot of sea turtles and cool stuff, but I've never seen any sharks.
The one time I went snorkeling, it was our anniversary. I don't think it was our anniversary. Maybe it was our anniversary. Can't remember. It was our anniversary, our first anniversary, our honeymoon. I can't remember. We're in the Caribbean, so that was our first anniversary. We went out there, and I remember like the water's so clear and so blue. And then I remember we were snorkeling, and I remember like there was a reef that was kind of near the shore, and then I looked kind of out like kind of near the open scene. I remember like it was so dark, like as further out you got, it was dark. And I remember in my head I was thinking, it's so dark, something could, and that was the last thing I saw. This out, and all of a sudden I heard people like, and they're all screaming, and out of nowhere, this manta ray came out.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say a shark, bro.
No.
I was just waiting for it.
But I want to say a manta ray came out. I mean, but they are so, and it just looked like almost like it appeared out of nowhere, and then it was like right up on people, and so anyway, I started going the opposite way, and so like the boat guy, we're looking, he's on. Sarah, it's off at this way. I was like, I know, I'm heading that way. It was crazy, but because it just came out of nowhere, and like anything could.
Yeah,
that's their element. I'm not as fast as them in the water.
They burrow down in. Well, I don't know if that's stingrays or manta rays, whichever one they do. The ones that'll kind of burrow down in the sand, and then they're just like they're there.
They're there. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But you kayak out in the Gulf.
Yeah, well, yeah, love it.
How far out do you go?
About 3 miles.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still manageable, I guess, at that point? Does it get rougher the further out?
It's not so much rougher like in a lake or something where the chop is small but more frequent.
Yeah.
Like out there, they're larger swells.
Okay.
But it's not as choppy, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I mean, it's I love the beach. I could live there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna live there.
So,
yeah,
buying a beach house.
Yeah, I don't know, something. Renting a beach house or something. I don't know.
So we were talking about COVID. Obviously now there are several of the sports that now have decided they're going to push through.
They're gonna try.
So NBA is.
Are they gonna do it in Orlando?
Yeah, it's in Orlando.
Okay, it's in Orlando.
Yeah, it's
which Orlando's in Florida.
It is, and
Florida's been
no, and Orlando's had a spike.
Yeah,
Orlando itself had a spike. Yeah, so that there are a lot of people that are thinking like, guys, this really gonna happen. And then baseball, I think they're doing their own individual cities. They're not doing like a one local place.
That might be a good thing.
I don't know, man.
I don't either.
I think the NBA's got a shot. I think kind of having isolated. I mean, people are like, well,
why would the NBA have more of a possible shot than baseball?
Because they're going to create what they call it a bubble.
Okay.
So it's basically a restricted area. They can't leave. Once they enter into the bubble, they cannot leave. If they leave, they're maybe out for 14 days, or they can't come back and play. So like they have to stay in this bubble.
And that bubble is just
at Walt Disney World. There's at the ESPN sports park. So, which I mean,
there are worse places to
look. If you're gonna have to quarantine at Disney and you can't leave, so let's think about it. 5-star hotel, 5-star food, restaurant, entertainment. I mean, it's
not a bad gig.
It's basic cruise ship on land.
Yeah. That's not a bad bubble.
Hey, I'd be bubbling.
Yeah, I'm down.
And you're getting paid to do it.
That's true.
Most of us pay to go into the bubble.
Pay a lot. Man, for real. They need to. I wonder if that'll affect Walt Disney World's prices. Like, kind of. I know right now it's like I wouldn't go. You couldn't get me to go. But I'm saying
to one of the amusement parks or to the resort.
They're open. Well, to Walt Disney World.
Okay.
Because there's
parks.
several. Yeah. But I mean, they're open.
Are they?
What? I thought they had opened back up.
No, I don't think they have.
Good for them.
Disney. We're Disney Vacation Club members, by the way. We highly recommend that for anybody that's got to go on vacation and you got kids. Disney Vacation Club is affordable. Way to go. Anyway, so we did that, and we were looking at like just going to one resort, because really the resorts are so nice on the property that you are there and you forget where you are, and you could stay there. We've gone 4 times. 3 of them our kids didn't even ask about the parks.
Yeah, I've only been once, and we stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah, you go,
and
that's the one.
I mean,
that's the one. And then there's one beyond. Okay, so you say Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now there's one. It's in Animal Kingdom Lodge, and there's one more behind that called Kidani Village.
I don't know if it was built yet.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that has the animals like right outside the.
I mean, at the village you can get a Savannah view room with the balcony out there with. Yeah. But I think that one that you're talking about, they're like roaming right outside your door.
They're right. It's so good.
Yeah, I haven't been to that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I want to go to Disney World so bad again. When are they going to open back up?
I have no idea. So that's kind of where we are at this point. But anyway, so of the sports that are going to make it,
baseball, what they do, like a 50 or 60 game season?
60 game season. Let's see. I think they start like July 31st, same time I think as NBA. What else?
Where does that leave? I mean, football discussions.
They have to finish by October, and then hockey. Is hockey starting to?
It might be.
I should know, because the world champion St. Louis Blues are going to officially begin their. They are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was just making sure.
Make sure you know.
I had a good buddy who worked for their organization a while back. Now he works for the Predators. Nashville Predators.
I don't know them.
Oh, okay.
Are they?
I don't know.
Are they a thing?
Yeah, they're a thing.
Okay.
They're good.
Because the cup went to St. Louis.
Blues.
The cup is under the arch.
The St. Louis blue flags.
You got to deal with the arch. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. So the Blues are defending. I think hockey is doing their.
I feel like they could get away with doing it. That would be a sport that I feel like they could do.
playoff hockey is probably where I became a fan.
I could see that. I've never been, but again, because my friend works in the organization.
Yeah.
You know, back when sports were normal and you would see during the playoff season. Yeah. I was like, if we had, you know, like you were talking about St. Louis, and if we had like a big professional contender. Yeah. That's what Mississippi needs.
There aren't any professional. Are there any professional teams in Mississippi? I don't think there.
For any sport?
You have semi-pro baseball.
Yeah. Well, what's the hockey team down on the coast? They still have that?
Oh, yeah, they were. Oh.
But that's not professional.
They play the Coliseum. I think they're semi-pro as well. And then who else is that?
That's it.
I can't of the major ones.
They got the Shuckers and then on the coast it's the Shuckers, and then that.
You have the
Braves.
Is
the hockey team's name? The
Seahorses.
The Seahorses.
Hey, Sherry Chandler, how you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, William, Seawolves.
Seawolves.
The Seawolves.
Seawolves.
You can count on William to help us. See the Seawolves. That's right. Yeah. But they play the Mississippi Coliseum. That's really cool. But yeah, I think professional teams.
That's it.
No. Yep. So football wise, people in Mississippi, you know, kind of a lot of Saints fans here.
So if they're talking NFL, have they discussed a potential starting date?
Well, NFL's never said they aren't going to start on time. Now they canceled the Hall of Fame game. That was a big deal because you could have been blessed with seeing the Cowboys, but they canceled the Hall of Fame game this year. So you kind of wonder, like, wait a minute, that's the first thing they've like the NFL has canceled because they kept the draft. They've kind of kept moving, but they canceled the Hall of Fame game.
Well, to all the sports lovers out there, if you aren't doing your part and you want to see some sports this fall, please don't participate in nonsense like going down to the beach with 5,000 other people.
If you do, just spread out.
Like, if you want to go to the beach, go somewhere like secluded, remote. I mean, there are places that you don't have to go to the busiest place in the beachfront.
My wife found someplace.
Like it.
She went someplace. She found a secluded beach, but she didn't go on the weekend. She went during the week.
That too.
And so, you know, she's smart. Niecy Hill's just the bomb. So she's smart. So she went and she found and the kids, like, they went. I had to stay and work. We were building a deck. It was the last couple of days. She's left me here to go, and she went down to the beach with the kids for the day. Wow. And I got to run errands and turn
Are you a beach bro? Do you like the beach life, man?
Well, I mean, I don't go to the beach a whole lot. I mean,
when you're there, you like.
I like with my family, but I'm not like a water person.
And you're like, man, I want to live at the beach.
I like being near water. Like, I like water. Yeah. Being near water.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not big about going out swimming in it or kayaking like you.
Right. We still have to go kayaking down the Leaf River. It's going to be awesome. I promise.
I have done. Oh no, where'd I go? The Okatoma.
You went to the Okatoma.
Oh well, there you go. That was it.
It's great.
It was great. I went with my great friend Steve Pugh. They got me and my wife. My wife had just had foot surgery, and so we went down there. We did good till we got to the end, and I'm not gonna say who tipped the boat over, but Doe got tipped over.
Don't rock the boat.
And then we were good, and then once we got done, and then Steve's wife Grace looked and she said, we didn't even see any snakes this time. And I was all, wait, what? Done.
Won't ever be back.
They didn't have to worry about me. And I was like, wait, so snakes swim? Which, by the way, do snakes swim? Are there certain ones like those cottonmouths or water moccasins?
Water moccasins.
And they're poisonous.
Yes.
No.
And they swim, and you'll see them.
And they come after you, like they come after you.
I've never had one come after me. I've seen somebody go after it, which is,
so why are they swimming then if they're not coming after you? They just going along like you're in your kayak and they just like swimming next to you.
I mean, most of the time I see them trying to get from one side to the other.
To do what?
I don't know. Whatever
to
snakes
bite
do.
Something.
They might have a honey over there. They want to hook up and make baby snakes.
Yeah, we're done. So you ain't got to worry about it. You ain't have to worry about it.
But luckily at the beach, you don't see too many snakes.
My buddy William Frazier went. Who else did we go with? Ben Gebauer. I have a picture of Ben Gebauer and Jacob Allen on that trip that is historic.
Man,
I've never seen jorts that short.
And
those were almost janties. I mean, they were
janty
short.
Oh, that is so good. I'm gonna use that, by the way.
it was crazy. But so yeah, I'm not going. By the way, so we know.
Yeah, we'll go.
Okay, we're not going. Okay. But yeah, I like the view of water. I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
But being out there, are you a water person, John? Are you like Not really. Do you like? Now, let me tell you what I do like about the Gulf, because I've lived on the West Coast and in the Gulf. Okay, so number one,
you lived in the Gulf area?
No, sorry, I didn't live. I'm sorry. I've been down to the Gulf.
Oh, okay.
Gulf of Mexico.
Gotcha.
The water is way warmer.
Oh yeah,
way warmer and way saltier.
Now, is it?
Oh yeah.
So, well, I didn't really. When we went to California, well, the only time I've been, and I told you that.
Yeah.
Of course, it was in June, but I don't think even if it was August or September, it's not like it's going to warm up.
Not like Pacific. It does the Gulf. The Gulf is warm.
Yeah, you can get in that. It's like, man, it's bath
water.
water.
That is warm and salty.
I said I didn't know that about the
oh my goodness, big time. But I loved it. I loved temperature, so it was really good.
Yeah,
but
that is good.
I don't know. It's just there's a lot of water. It's a lot, and it's a lot that can get up on you real quick.
Yeah, you can. There's not as many. The waves aren't as good down here as they are out in California and Hawaii and stuff like that.
Well, my surfing career, I would not know with the extensiveness of
dude,
it.
I get barreled all the time, bro. I mean, 30-footers just yesterday,
man. You do not surf. Have you ever surfed?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Oh,
he looks like he did. He looked like Brad got surfer hair, but he ain't got out there yet.
I always think I could do it, but man, that's one of those things. It's like snow. You ever been snowboarding?
I did.
That is so hard.
I did go snowboarding.
Did you wreck so
bad? My wrist.
See?
Broke my wrist. Once. It was my last youth ministry trip. I had not gone to snow. They always wanted Pastor James going to snow. I was like, I don't want to go in the snow. I'm like, I lived in Missouri. I don't like snow. It's snow is like, I was like, snow is cool like when you didn't have to live in it, but when you had to shovel it like the first part of your life, well, no, I want to go snow.
Yeah.
So we go and I take my youth group. Finally, it's my last trip and I went and I'm snowboarding, so I'm learning. And of course, I got turned around, so I'm flying down this hill backwards, like not even goodness. So now I couldn't get turned back around while I was facing forward, and then I hit something and I flew back, and of course I did brace myself, and I remember when I landed and I heard my wrist went just like that, real time, and I knew, and I couldn't pick anything up, but it was one of the crazy miracle things that did happen in my life. So I broke my wrist. And I was like, oh, I'm okay. And then I went in for an x-ray when I got back. And they looked at it and they're all, did you eat yet today? And I was like, yeah, I just had a burger. All, you got 12 hours. You come back here until we're getting you in surgery tonight. Like, that's how bad it was of a break.
Really?
So it broke up in 3 pieces. It was like they fractured. So anyway, I was bummed. And they kind of explained what they were going to do. And they were going to have this big old kind of they're going to do pins and all that to put in place and have a bar outside.
Yikes.
And I just had, I think my daughter Micah was real young and Sammy was doing something, and their kids are going to pull on this. And so I told him, I said, look, just go ahead and cut my wrist. I'll deal with the scar. Just cut it and put the stuff inside of my arm. Don't have it hanging out because I don't take a chance with my kids. And anyway, I was bummed. I was praying, Lord, I don't want to have surgery. I don't want to. And so anyway, it was right where they had given me the anesthesia and I was about to go out, and I was I just kind of made my peace. I was like, Lord, well, this is the way you're going to help me and help me get it resolved, then no problem. You know, and I kind of went. So I went to sleep. So I woke up and my wrist, I wanted to cut that thing off. It was hurting so bad. My wrist was, the pain is what woke me up. And it was, I tried to get out of the bed. It was hurting so bad.
Wow.
And so the nurse came over and she's holding, she's putting her hand on my chest. She's like, James. And I'm all, I got to get out of here. I was like, I'm hurt. She's like, are you in pain? And they've taken all to us, so you can't really talk when you're trying so I'm like, yes. And she's like, what number? And I was like, she's like 1 on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm like, 15. Is there? So they had a little morphine pump. They gave me that, and so I'm sitting there, and my arm is hurting. It's so bad. And she's like, Mr. Hill, she's like, calm down. She's Mr. Hill. She's like, they didn't do surgery. And I was so I'm now kind of freaked out. I'm like, wait, something, I got to go back and I'm hurt. And so what happened was they got ready to do the surgery. They put me on they had my arm out on the table. And I guess it was an x-ray table so he could see what they were getting ready to. And the bones floated together and the doctor grabbed my hand and my wrist and held it. And they cast it like that. They never did surgery. They floated together. It was I'm telling you, I'm sitting here because I'm waiting, and so it floated together, and he held it. And she said, "Sir, they didn't do surgery." She said they floated together, and he held them, and they cast it like that.
And they just
never did surgery. Never cut. Never cut. I mean, I stood and I'm like, Lord, I don't know. And it's my right wrist. I mean, you see right now, I never had surgery. And here's my other one in case somebody want to see like, oh, you're faking it. But
dude, that's gnarly.
Yeah,
that's wild, man.
It was powerful. I mean, it was in 3 pieces and that get floated together and he held it and they cast it like that. Yeah. And so it was awesome. So anyway, that was my snowboarding trip. So
yeah,
I'm going back.
Okay. I want to go back. One time I went, I was like kind of feeling under the weather that day when we went. I just wasn't, but I loved it. But it takes so you got to work at it too. Yeah, I mean, it's like if you've never been, it's not unless you're just gifted. You're not going to hop out there and start shredding like Shaun White.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was wrecking so hard, dude. I mean, I was just bombing out, and I was like, well, I guess I'll have to come back and give it another try. But I haven't been back yet, so I don't know. We'll have to plan a snowboard
I don't know.
trip.
I guess the people that ski or snowboard,
you can snowboard.
Is one better, easier than? I'm sorry, not better. Easier than the other? Is skiing easier than snowboarding?
I've skied before. Have you been snow skiing or snowboarding? I've been snow skiing. I just kind of think I think snow skiing is easier.
Okay.
I do think
just
that.
because you got 2 of them?
Just because you got 2 of them. And I think you can slow yourself easier with skis. You can kind of wedge out. It's like the basic thing they teach you.
Yeah.
And with a snowboard, man,
it just looks
that
cool,
whole
though.
car, it does. And you're like,
cool.
I am going to do that, and I'm going to be so epic.
And those guys that are doing, they're just effortless. They're just and you're just like, I want to be one of them.
So you know my brother-in-law, right?
Ace?
Yeah, Big Ace.
Yeah.
Well, he grew up in, he moved from Hawaii to Oregon.
Is he like full on Hawaiian? Or?
No.
Okay.
He's white. He's a white boy. So
he's a tan one.
I mean, he can get tan.
Yeah, he can.
He's all right.
All right.
But anyway,
don't hate, Brad.
So
you get.
He's all right.
Don't hate on Ace.
Okay, I better not.
Okay.
But he can snowboard great.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh yeah, it's easy. You just got to do it." I was like, "What? It's not easy." He's like, "Oh yeah, you'll be fine."
Yeah.
No, I wrecked so hard. I needed a helmet. I don't know why.
You saw my
did you have a helmet on?
I probably did. I can't remember.
You're such a smart guy.
I may have, but I was going backwards, and I'm telling you, there is nothing like going backwards down a mountain at your backwards, and you can't see.
Where was this, by the way?
This was at
was it in Cali?
Yeah, I would say Big Bear. Yeah,
snowboarding out in Cali. Man,
that's what we can do. I mean, within hours from driving.
You could go surf, and then you could go snowboard.
I had a lot of friends that surfed, and obviously they did not look like me. But they had a lot of friends that surfed. One of my close friends in college, Chris Downs, that was one that really that helped me learn about surfing. But again, because the water's cold, and so I was all, "How do you keep warm?" And then that's when he told me, and I was all, "Wait, what?"
Yeah,
that they pee in the suit.
Oh.
To keep warm.
I mean, I guess if you're just used to peeing in the ocean, and you wear a wetsuit,
you wear that because that helps keep you warm.
Yeah.
And I was all, "What?" So guessing the wetsuit, it kind of washes and floods out. I was like, yeah. But yeah, so never got into surfing.
I'll surf one day.
Yeah. Well,
out there with Jamie O'Brien getting barreled, man. 30 footers.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Well, it's been an eventful week. Goodness, where's time gone? But it has been a majorly eventful week. Last week we started talking about, or we actually did talk about the flag, and now to see that our state legislature has acted in such a decisive way. Mm-hmm. So for those who don't know, it's national news. How cool is it to see Mississippi in a positive light nationally. It was
true.
The coolest thing.
Absolutely.
And then to see, so for those who don't know, I don't know if the governor has signed it or not, but both the bills they passed said he would. And so I guess the structure of it, 9 people, 3 appointees from I think the governor, the lieutenant governor, and the Speaker of the House.
So these 9 people. Now tell me again where they're coming from.
I don't know.
Are they going to be have some sort of creative mindset?
I don't know. Again, I do not. I just know they get 3 appointees. Would you want to be on that panel? Yeah. You getting me the chance to design the state flag? Oh, yeah.
What would it look like?
I guess I haven't given much thought. I saw the Stennis flag, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Which one is that?
That's the one that has a big blue star in the middle, and then has the little the stars around it, and it's 2 red panels on the sides.
Okay.
And I thought it was pretty cool. I've seen some other ones that had the Magnolia flag. They still had the red, white, and blue bars, and they had the Magnolia center. Okay. I've not seen one that was, that I've seen that was really bad. I've seen 3 kind of that way. So yeah, I'd love to be on that committee. But so I think so they get the 3, so 9 people. They have to be in place by July 15th, and I believe they have to have the design by sometime in September, so it's going to go on the ballot. So I think my understanding is that it's one, you all can help us out there, one flag design is going to make it to the ballot, and I think the people will say yay or nay to that design, or are they going to give us 2, like give a choice?
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want a winner and a loser, like in that respect. You kind of want to either yeah or no. So
I got you.
But anyway.
And it will have the phrase...
it has to have, so cannot have any Confederate emblems or that kind of thing, and then it must have "In God We Trust" on the flag, which is pretty powerful. Probably through all of this, probably one of the coolest things for me, and there were a lot, but what really was one of the coolest things for me is when the Mississippi Baptist Convention came out with their statement. It was such a powerful thing, and just to hear it so well placed and so well articulated, and I'm just grateful for our brothers and sisters that don't look like us in race, or by the tone of our skin. We're all colored people, as we established.
That's right.
But to see them take such a great and I loved just talking about just healing and wanting like this symbol that had been painful to their brothers that didn't look like them, like wanting this move forward. Yeah. It was powerful because there were a lot of
156 years. Is that?
I can't remember the years, but I remember for them to put that statement out, it was just. That was like most powerful. And then the Southern Baptist Convention again came after that. But it was really, that was a power to me, that, just that movement, like that part, to see that was really cool, to hear it articulated well. And so obviously I have a lot of friends in obviously in Laurel and Jones County that are, I don't know if they're members of the Mississippi Baptist Association. They're pastors of great churches that are Baptists as well. I think of Justin Holyfield and Randy Turner, that are awesome pastors friends of mine, pastor awesome church. I don't want to leave anybody out, obviously, so forgive me not mentioning all of them. There are a ton.
I was just about to say
there are a ton, and you got PJ Weeks, and so you have several that are just doing. Nate Blackledge just doing a great job. There's Buddy. Someone said Buddy Applin. That is not right. Buddy Jennings, just retired. Just some great pastors that have been in the community anyway. But just to that organization as a whole, just thank you for just the support. Yeah, and it was just really powerful. Yeah, it's really powerful.
Been pretty quick. I mean,
way quicker than what I thought.
That's kind of where I was headed with that. I was like, I think a lot of people were a little surprised at the swift action, so to speak.
Yeah,
is that fair to say? I mean,
I think Swift
or
is relative.
Action period.
Action period. I think swiftness of it. But then we looked at the time frame. I guess it really wasn't that swift. It was 100-something years.
Well, yeah, sure. Okay, so, let's clarify what point we're talking about.
When it did, man, it got momentum and it kept going. Yeah. It was powerful to see our young people get behind it and just like full on, just like no, we need to change it. And listen, there were people had economic reasons and, valid ones at that, at least in my opinion, obviously. But it was great to hear like people say, no, our goal is healing. Our goal is to continue to move this forward. Let's not have it be where it hurts our brothers. Like if it's something that's there, let's acknowledge it and let's move forward with it. And so I think the whole goal is to have a flag that we're all proud of.
Yeah,
that represents us all.
That's what I've seen.
And so
it's been kind of the common statement is we want something that everybody will be proud of.
That represents us all.
And represents us all, and that we, won't be ashamed to display.
Yeah. Or have other people look at our state in a negative light. So, so it was anyway. That just really powerful to see. Really powerful to see the definite conversations that continue to happen. But I can't tell you how many older people here in Jones and Mississippi that said, I just never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah. And a lot of them just saying it's about time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah. You're right.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them are saying that as well. So that's been really, really powerful. It'll be interesting to see what the design ends up being. They're kind of excited. I guess I kind of was thinking like, oh, it's going to be the Stennis design, but it looks like they are going to put some thought into it. And how cool is it saying "God We Trust" on our flag? I think that's pretty powerful.
It's very powerful. I like it.
I think that's a great thing. It's probably gonna be another source of contention for outside or agencies outside of us. That's but I think it's pretty powerful to say that. And I just believe. I think this is the beginning of seeing God do something very, very powerful and real in Mississippi that an entire nation is going to look at and go, now that's God.
Yeah.
And proud of that. Really proud of that. I think we're positioned for a real revival, real awakening. Just incredibly excited about what's ahead. So that's been a week.
Yeah.
In a week.
Very good.
Yeah. So, but So anyway, those things we've been talking about. We've been, other things during the week. Just obviously COVID. Just seeing people walking around with masks more in our community since the city council took their action. And I think by the city council taking action, I think it seemed to kind of relieve maybe it's crazy. Relieve a little bit of tension because it was almost like people that were wearing masks and when there wasn't like an official it was kind of like because you're like, why aren't you wearing one? And Chris Family like, why are you? And so finally kind of like an acknowledgement of that. Marshall Ramsey, he's a political cartoonist, and so I've seen him do stuff with Barbara Bush and different stuff. And it was so cool. I think it was demeaning, but he did this one. He said Dr. Dobbs like losing it, like when he loses his mind over it. And so, but what was cool is like here's somebody that lives here that like Marshall Ramsey the cartoon. Now it didn't like they had to do that about him like freaking out about people not listening.
Right.
But I was like, wait a minute, that's Dr. Dobbs. I know him. And so that was crazy. So.
Speaking of, on the mask thing, they talked about if it's a high percentage if 90 or 95% of Americans would wear a mask, that the I don't know if it's the infection rate or the death rate or whatever would come down by a lot. So it's just so we talked about this weeks ago.
Yeah.
How it's tough for people.
Yeah.
We're not.
And there are people that
telling them what to do, but
well, it is though.
But that's helpful.
I think yeah. I wear mine, and oh my goodness, the analogies out there go from there's some very very creative ones about why wear a mask. Several friends have posted different ones, and I was like. Yeah, well, I can't repeat that one.
Right.
It gave me a visual, but couldn't really repeat that. But
they put it in a way that you won't forget it.
Yeah, but the key is we need those numbers, not just numbers. We want this thing eradicated from our community. We need to eradicate it from our state and our nation as a whole. When you're talking about European companies, keeping their borders closed to us as Americans, that's just no place we've really been before. Really, that hasn't been like a political conflict. At least, and then you think of now there's certain states that are now talking about if you come from a hot zone state that they're going to have you quarantine. Now, I'm not sure how that works out or how you enforce that, but man, boundaries between us as states. Now that's
interesting.
That's something we don't do in the in the U.S. That's interesting. So, but people protecting their financial, their interest and their health interest. We need to continue to.
We need to pray.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Not just for that, but just collectively over a lot of things. But I think it's important to not lose sight of. It's okay to pray for these. Like, I don't know, and people get tired of talking about it, and then they just want to build up a wall and act like it's not real or it's not this or that, and then let's just forget. Well, you can't really just forget about it, And I know for myself, like I would think about, well, have I been as diligent in praying about this as early on when it first came on? It was like and there's a lot of other stuff that's happened, so it's.
We've had plenty to pray about.
Yeah, and now it's right. Spiking. And so
here it is again. Yeah.
I'm just as guilty about not praying enough for it. But so
I saw a cool meme that said if 2020 was a slide, and it had it's going to slide, and then the end of the slide was the cheese grater.
Yeah,
it was.
I've seen that one. I've seen so many. If 2020 was this or that, and I'm like, it's spot on.
It's spot on.
I mean,
and just when you think you're going to settle into any sort of normal. It changes. It changes. We were talking today at the school district about what that looks like for us. Laurel is probably moving toward a more hybrid model where some students will come some days and some will come others. Just so, especially with a lot of our students living cross-generationally in housing, just being really careful with that. So what the population of God's called us to serve. So really excited about excited for our lead team in our district really being proactive and putting together a really cool plan. But man, it's just like you look at education, you look at, we were just talking with Joshua about that, and how many of your classes are going to be online? Have they even mentioned that? Or
they've talked about, if we have to, we'll take every one of the classes online.
Really?
If something happens and it
goes out.
Really?
Every one of them will go online at that point. And that's what happened at Jones. All of them were online.
By the end?
By the end.
Okay. Now, is Jones open back up? Their campus, is it open?
Back up. Everybody's got to wear a mask, and the classrooms have been already designed to go ahead and.
Really? Okay. Are you taking classes this summer at all? Or you okay? No classes. Are you grateful about that?
Very grateful. I'm graduating. I'm done.
I know. Joshua is a graduate. I'm sorry. I said Joshua is a graduate. So you didn't do the ceremony?
The virtual one where they read my name.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you got an associate's in arts. Okay. Nice. Well, congrats. Another milestone. That's good, man. Very cool.
Awesome.
So there's a bunch of them that are heading off. We got we have, again, it's our seniors. So we got Joshua Hunter. Finished his. He's going to Southern. Is he going to try? Is he running track?
He's planning on it.
Look at him. Just lightning. Look at him. It's exciting. So,
good for him.
And Bethany and Olivia in our church both got into Belhaven. And so, yeah.
Congratulations to everybody.
Okay. Anyway, we missed any other of our college grads? Let's see. We don't miss any of them. Gabe Malone got his master's degree in bio something long. It was
bio something I can't pronounce.
I know. So really proud of him. Mallory Malone is a RN.
Yeah.
Mallory Malone RN. And so that's really cool. Let's see who else. Goodness, do we miss anybody? Just proud of them all.
That's awesome.
Been good stuff. So, and then there's been proms. It seems like it's prom season now.
What?
It's prom season.
It's prom season now?
It is prom season now. I've seen them in downtown taking pictures, and then there's, I think, the gatherings.
How are they doing that? Socially distancing dancing?
No, you can't socially distance a dance now.
Shoot.
Limited number of dancers, or just
people who can come. They've got, instead of doing maybe like 200 tickets,
they're
doing 80.
Man,
and that's it.
My prom.
You're done.
That's it.
Goodness. So yeah, I saw him. I mean, his folks is full on with the prom. I mean, they've been
gonna miss that.
They
prom,
were not gonna miss the
son.
prom. So and it's
You remember your prom?
Both of them, I do. I planned one. Had to plan one of them.
You did.
I was our class president. So
you were the class president. Hey.
Yes.
That is so cool, man.
So we were. We did a cruise. My second one. My junior. Yep. When we had the juniors have to do it for the seniors in our school. So
a cruise.
Junior class
Man,
officers have to do it for the seniors. So we did a cruise, Catalina cruise.
Wow.
It was fun.
Dude.
We had a good prom. We had good music too.
I bet you did.
We did.
Little Bill Weathers.
No.
I like Bill.
That was so we had that's Teddy Riley and Guy and Babyface and I know you don't worry about
Chris
it.
Cross.
Janet Jackson. Oh, Chris Cross, yeah, no, I can't remember. Maybe can't remember.
But that make you want to jump,
please. And Heavy D and the Boys.
Heavy D.
It was. Kwame. Look, some of y'all can't even touch that. You don't even know. Redhead Kingpin.
MC Hammer.
You can't even. Oh Lord, gracious. McHammer was there, but it wasn't. That was like that wasn't. I mean, we had we had good music. It was just straight up dance music.
What year did you graduate high school?
1990.
1990.
I graduated high school. Yes.
Man, that was
like before Josh was even born.
I was in kindergarten.
Were you in kindergarten?
I think so.
Okay, well there. So yeah. Anyway, 1990s, great year.
1990.
Little did they know, 30 years later, COVID.
I was thinking about because I think my sister was supposed to they would have their 20th class reunion this year, and I'm like, I don't guess y'all getting together.
Yeah, I don't know. Y'all, if y'all are, it's gonna be distant.
Yeah, y'all be finding
virtual
a room,
class
one
reunion.
of those Facebook rooms or a Zoom.
So prom. So I was wondering how that. Well, I mean, I wasn't really wondering a whole lot of time thinking about it. But I was just like, well, where are they doing it at? And so that's it, like 80 tickets. And,
where are they having a lot of these at?
Well, I know gatherings right here in downtown. The Gables.
Oh yeah.
And I heard another place, one of the kind of wedding venues out, kind of.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't not where you got married, but there was another one.
I think like up 15.
I think
probably over. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, so they've done some really.
The name of it, but
that's cool stuff. So,
I mean, the seniors in class 2020. Goodness, I want to just. I mean, what a year, right? It's been
tough stuff that all of us can talk about that they have not been able to experience that, but waited to experience. So
and things will never have experienced.
Would you go to prom this year, Joshua? If you had to. Are you? He's like, I'm making sure I go. I do remember you go. I do remember. It's weird. I don't know why I remember your prom, but I think you wore all black, didn't you?
Did, the junior year.
I remember that. I remember. That's right. That's why I was like, Joshua wore all black. I remember that. So
what did you wear your senior year?
Oh, okay. So senior year, I went with.
We ain't got a name.
Sharon. Well, it helps me remember. Her name was Sharon. So, and our senior was at Universal Studios.
Man.
So it was
these
bad.
People.
It was bad. It was so good. So I wore black tuxedo and red cummerbund, red bow tie.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I look good.
1990.
Boy look good. I may even have some tails on it.
Ooh.
No, I didn't. Nice. I didn't. I had to think about wearing tails.
Really?
Actually, I know I didn't wear tails. I had a bolero jacket, one of the short. At that time, the short jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have the tails.
Okay.
Culturally, they did not work for me.
Culturally, why not?
Because I'm gifted back there, and so when you had the tails, it had like humps. So I was like, I don't want to look like someone like peeking underneath my tails. So I didn't. What's going on back there? No, I wasn't having that. I wasn't with no tails. It looked like you got a backpack wearing it low.
Backpack.
I know.
Low sagging backpack.
So I didn't wear tails. I had the bolero jacket, but I look good.
I want to see some photos.
What did you wear to your prom?
Man,
because you did go. You took some interesting people to prom, didn't you?
People, like I took a whole slew of women.
Well, I
had like 15.
The way you talk when we're not on, you would think so. What do you remember what you wore?
I barely made it to prom, dude. I almost didn't go
because
I was just too shy. I just wouldn't have gone just because that just is not really my scene. So it was a big deal to go at all.
So what did you wear?
But I thought I looked good because, anyways, I had like a long white jacket. It wasn't like tails, but it was kind of like in between.
Was it a tuxedo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but the jacket was white.
A long tuxedo jacket.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
what did you do for the bow tie?
Black vest, necktie.
Okay. Nice.
And squared off shoes, tuxedo shoes. Didn't do the pointy cockroach killers.
Okay.
Square. This was early 2000s.
All right.
Bless us.
So you wore white.
Yeah.
Nice.
White jacket. I'll bring you a photo.
Do that.
And I had some Mark McGrath hair, spiked up, kind of.
Mark McGrath.
Yeah, I think that's his name. Sugar Ray? Oh, that's his name? Yeah. I know.
Okay.
Again. Okay. Yeah, so that was the ensemble.
And what high school did you go to?
Northeast Jones.
Northeast Jones. The Tigers.
2002.
He's a tiger.
That's
right. A tiger.
That's
right.
Tiger.
And that was prophetic about several things in your life. The claw.
The claw.
So was the tigers, cougars, all of it.
Yeah.
All kind of animals.
Animals.
Yeah. So
yes, sir.
We are at. Look, our time went fast.
That's okay because unfortunately we're going to be off a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So it's okay.
We are going to take a break for the next couple of weeks, just some vacation time. We working real hard on Brad and James, and give us a chance
This is our 9th week in a row or 10th. It's somewhere along there, so that's pretty good.
We had a break 1 week.
We did have a break, so I think it would have been 10, and this makes 9. So yeah.
So. My buddy, Pastor Bishop Al McCrary, and he's in a wave. So good to see you, sir. He's in Georgia. So good. Just one of the most memorable lunches I had was with him and his wife in Minnesota. It was just amazing just to hear him talk about just his life and just what he's experienced. Just was one of the coolest awesome. Experiences I had. But so good to be with y'all. But we are going to take a day just to recharge and refresh and get ready. And coming back in 2 weeks, Brad and James, even better than ever. Looking at what we could be talking about in 2 weeks. Could be starting out the NBA season.
Could be a lot.
Talking about baseball.
Yeah. In the future, I think if things will allow, we have discussed maybe bringing on some
We
folks.
want some guests, so that's what we need people to act right with this COVID thing,
that's
so we can bring in some guests. I know I've already talked with Justin Holyfield about coming in. I've talked with our superintendent about making it in as well. Obviously,
that would be
Hagen,
awesome.
Josh, you know, we got some folks around here.
A lot of people
want my wife to come in.
Got the wives.
So we can start talking.
We say that. We may regret that one.
I didn't say that, dear. Brad said that. I did not regret you coming in. You come in anytime you want. So I'm just leave it there. So
remember, they know some stuff.
They do. But they also know they gonna mention certain things. So be good there.
Yeah, it'll be exciting though. We promise.
But it's been great. And again, just a short break. Then we will be back in a couple of weeks better than ever. That's excited, recharged, and ready for the next season, second season for Brad and James podcast.
That's right. While we're out and you guys want to refresh and recap on some of our old episodes, you can find them on iTunes, also on Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. I know I mention this all the time, but hey, that's why we do it, and so you guys can enjoy it whenever you'd like. So there we go. A couple of weeks off to catch up if you've missed out on anything. It
has been good, my friend. This was an idea that you pitched to me several months back, and we are walking in the reality of it. It has been a very, very adventurous and growing first season.
Productive. More people than I thought. Given the encouragement, which has been great.
It's been really cool.
And, so we look forward to
it. Look forward to talking with you all. Thank you all for participating. And again, we look forward. We will see you in a couple weeks.
That's right. Later.